I'm Alex Johnson, and straight ahead, I'll tell you how volunteers are packing boxes and slamming trunks. Straight ahead on West Virginia Today.
I'm Alex Johnson, and straight ahead on West Virginia Today. This time last year, there was a COVID-19 surge where 181 people were hospitalized at WVU's hospital right behind me.
After 10 years, the School for Public Health offers a master's and bachelor's degree, but administrators say that there's an increased interest, and classrooms like this one will soon be filled with a minor in public health too.
In 2020, Pantry Plus More provided more than 115,000 pounds of food and over 450 pounds of fresh produce to the Morgantown community.
The importance of public health and the contributions of the School of Public Health here at West Virginia University.
Dr. Jeffrey Coben has been with WVU since 2004. He is the Associate Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Public Health. And during the pandemic, the state relied on his school to help lead its response.
We helped with developing the data that went into school maps, county maps on the frequency with which COVID was occurring. And the governor and his team, Dr. Marsh and others, used that data to help make those decisions.
WVU's School of Public Health was one of the first in the country to create a training program for contact tracing to monitor the spread of the disease. They trained more than 100 people to conduct this tracing statewide. They also created a network to share information with West Virginians about the importance of the vaccine and wearing masks.
I really do think that we've made a positive impact. I think that our students have been out there helping people get vaccinated, getting information out to people. We've had faculty members who've actually worked with the health departments hand in hand to get people vaccinated. So I think we've made a big difference, and we're going to keep working on this.
Coben's team helped administer more than 2 million doses of the vaccine to West Virginia residents. The state was the first to have all of their first responders completely vaccinated, and his team was part of that success.
I think that what I'm most proud of is that collectively, all of our students, all of our faculty, all of our administration have really gone out and been the voice for public health, made people understand that we're in this together.
Coben says the pandemic response allowed his students to get first-hand experience. After 10 years, the School for Public Health offers a master's and bachelor's degree, but administrators say that there's an increased interest, and classrooms like this one will soon be filled with a minor in public health too. Peyton Shreve is one of those students. She says she's majoring in public health because of COVID.
Public health wasn't even a thought in my mind until the pandemic, until I realized how important it was to, our economy and our health and just, everything. Public health was at the pinpoint of the pandemic.
WVU has one of the only programs in Appalachia, and Shreve says that persuaded her to even attend college in the state.
I think I really want to achieve some clarity in what I want to do, because I'm still not quite sure yet where public health is even going to take me. And there's just so many opportunities that the school provides. It's just exciting to think about.
Peyton says she doesn't know what focus she wants for her major and is still exploring what she wants to do in the future. For West Virginia Today, I'm Alex Johnson in Morgantown. Pantry Plus is a nonprofit organization that provides food, hygiene products, school supplies, and clothing to people in Morgantown. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, it's been a lifesaver for people in the community.
And when I see, especially as a former guidance counselor, seeing students who are unable to get the food and they're so worried about where their next meal is, it's very difficult.
On a recent Saturday in Morgantown, community members picked up meat, bread, water, vegetables, and fruit to help feed their families, something volunteers like Cecilia Fortson say Pantry Plus has done since 2016.
I think it's a really important part, and I think it's just really fulfilling, and helping your communities also helping you.
When the pandemic hit, Pantry Plus volunteers were worried they'd have to close up shop to keep the virus from spreading, but many felt they had to find a way to continue to help their community.
I think that a lot of parts of our lives were put on hold, but unfortunately, being hungry doesn't ever stop.
Because of masking and social distancing guidelines and a contactless delivery process, Executive Director and co-founder Tom Bloom says Pantry Plus never once had to close its doors.
So we try and do different avenues and different methods, whether we drive it there, we have different pickups, we have different places, we go to different communities. We try and do different alternatives to help the individuals get the food and also feel that it's like they're like everyone else. They're not being treated differently or looked down upon. And I think that's really important, that you treat them and as an individual and as a person rather than look down at them. And that's how they've always been felt in the past.
In 2020, Pantry Plus More provided more than 115,000 pounds of food and over 450 pounds of fresh produce to the Morgantown community.
Pantry Plus provided the community with more than just food, though. They also delivered 12,000 masks, 2,000 face shields, and more than 10,000 books.
And what's so neat about Pantry Plus More is we do things that the students want. We come up with different ideas and different programs. We take a lot of things for granted. And that's what I realized, that all I want to do is give them this chance like everyone else and give them the education so they can get out of the damn poverty.
Even as COVID cases have declined in Mon County, Bloom says the work they're doing is still more important than ever. For West Virginia Today, I'm Alex Johnson in Morgantown.